Hello everyone, my name is Jasmo, and today is Wednesday. And I've got some paid work to do. Actual paid work, oh my god. I have been compensated for providing colors for the piece that we see in front of us today. I actually, oh noes, don't know who the original artist is. Let me see if I can dig that up really quick here. Now this is Nova, or it's really Nova from Nova Prime, which is a fan-run continuation of the original Nova from Marvel. And the person responsible for keeping the fan-run Nova alive is actually Darren Blackburn, a dude who lives in England and just absolutely loved the whole concept and story of Rich Rider, the guy who became Nova, and the Nova Corps is what he's a part of. And if anyone's like, well, who the hell is this? I haven't really heard of Nova or the Nova Corps. Watch Guardians of the Galaxy again. You will see there's actual Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like the Universal Police, at least as depicted in the movie. I'm not entirely sure on their background. Now let's see. Let's see. Nova. And okay, the reason why this is fan run is also they're not trying to trying to be a continuation of Marvel's Nova, the original. This is, they've decided to make their own universe because Marvel does have different universes. So this Rich Rider is from Nova Prime 619, basically, the universe 619. And it's a totally not-for-profit, they don't sell these things, they do it for the love of the stories and the characters. Let's see. Oh, he didn't tell me. Okay. He didn't tell me, and I've colored for Darren before, many times. There we go, and I was more than happy to do this. But as you can see, it's not flatted. It's not flatted, so I've got to flat it. A lot of it. I was actually only going to flat these front characters and then make the entire background blue. Basically, dark blue, because you see, Nova has a raised hand. There is a light effect that is supposed to be going off, so I'm assuming that the rest of the area is rather dark, since Rich needs light to see. Apparently these other folks don't need light to see, and I don't even know what species these are. Does it say? Nope, just some aliens inside a train station, kind of like Harry Potter. I added the Harry Potter part that's not actually in the description. Okay. Okay, I only managed to get this. These are three-legged aliens, so make sure everyone's got the same number of feet that they should. This little one has 3, this lady-ish one has 3, and they've got 4 arms, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for flatting purposes, 1, 2. Well, here's that guy's hand, so we can't mess that up. She has 1 hand up here, so this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then this little dude is 1, 2, 3, 4. Which looks like a little less. Or leaning that way. Okay. This eye does not look... Oh, 3 eyes. Okay. Everybody's 3 eyes. Hair is not too big of an issue. Colors. Colors. Now, these are Rich's colors from a color palette that I made for him specifically, because I have colored a ton for these guys, like, full on, not just like individual images, but several comic pages worth as well. So if we're sticking around in this area... I wonder if I can bounce off of that. And it's just gonna be a really chill stream, just hanging out, just working. Developing a color palette, hopefully, if I can manage it. I've never made one in the way I'm about to attempt. Okay, is there a third color? Yeah, red. Okay, primary. Okay. Okay. Actually, yeah, hit that OK button. Okay, so here to there. Don't know the context of this at all. There is no danger. She looks uncomfortable and protective. He doesn't seem to be in a threatening pose. He's just holding up light. Not quite sure what the hand is doing. That's okay. Everyone else in the background is just kind of doing their thing. The guy doesn't look too happy. This may or may not be damage. Nothing else looks super damaged, so it wasn't like this place was attacked. I'm trying to think of a color palette to fit the mood of what's going on here, and the mood's very ambiguous, at least to me, because I don't know the context of it, other than he's underground in a train station getting shown around, or following these guys, or... I have no idea. I should have asked. Should have. Yeah, if we pick dead center colors, this is essentially, well, essentially what it would be. This one's not very different. It's hardly different than that guy. Ah, so maybe choose it from this. There we go. Kinda wanna leave out the green. The green's a no-go. Which is fine. Okay. Okay. Save often. Trying to choose a half, or at least an obviously smaller, there we go. An obviously smaller color. So, where do we go? Because we could... No. No, it's gonna stay over that way. Okay. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Don't quote me on it. It's almost the same color. It's almost the same color. Damn. That's okay. Hand me... Nope. Yes? Yeah. Then that would be light of that. That would be light of that. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm getting this sense here. Where did the other dark purple go? Okay. I have no idea. This would make it hard to flat, so I probably should leave that part until last. Yeah. Yep, we'll leave that part until last. Okay. There we go. Ah, saying Kazuza's hello! And good afternoon. Hope your day's been going well. How are you doing? Maybe I should go with some green. Would they have the same metal? I don't know. I'm just gonna start doing things so I don't just sit here and stare at this forever. Because I wasn't given any colors. No specified colors. Just kind of do. Which can be great and not great at the same time. Okay. Yeah, the train station, he at least told me the train station is mostly in darkness, and the aliens are based on turtles. Aha! So that's why I was thinking green. Alright. You and me both singing Kazuzas. Man, chocolate has been on my mind hard lately, and I don't know why. Like, super duper hard. Let's see if I can... You, and... pull out the good old color palette here. Or I can just color pick from some sea turtles, or just turtles, because they're based on turtles. Why don't we do that? Tortoise. Images. I like how people think turtles are green. Like, that's the only color you could possibly have. Turtles are far, far from green. Some turtles are green. Or have green hues. Bready things? Oh. Pop-Tart. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, there is always a struggle to say no to pizza. For sure. I like this guy's face. Let me borrow your face for a little bit. There we go. What do we have? Lots of browns, lots of gray. Yep. But also lots of orange. I think many people don't realize that tan is actually orange. Just a really unsaturated orange. Okay, okay. So let's do a skin base. Skin base. Of what color? I'd probably keep it a little more on the saturated side. Sure. Ah, years and years of practice is where coloring wisdom comes from. Are those bare legs or are those socks? I'm gonna say those are pants and socks. Okay. Okay, so I don't have to worry about legs. I don't have to worry about coloring legs. Just hands and heads. Actually, fantastic. If I color on the right layer. On the right layer, there we go. Yep. Huh. Like, Jim and I are actually taking a break from pizzas, or at least homemade pizzas, for a little while. I'm kind of trying to trade up our junk food habits, which really aren't junk food. But still. So tonight we're having adobo macaroni and cheese. Or just macaroni with adobo sauce, basically. I'm worried it's gonna be way too spicy. Because while spicy is okay, on fire is not. Where are we going? There we are. It's the first time I'll be making this adobo sauce too for macaroni, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. It is a new experiment. We need different shades of skin. I hope it's good too. It should be good, just based off of the ingredient list. It should be good. And me blah. Maybe Paintfish will give you some krill today. That would be nice. Alright, this adobo sauce is actually really simple. It's one of those tiny cans of adobo peppers in sauce, and a cup of cashews, half a cup of water, and 1 lime juiced. And that's it. You blend it. Well, you soak your cashews and then blend it until it's apparently smooth. But to make the actual, like, sauce for the mac out of that, you add to it nutritional yeast, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, non-dairy unsweetened milk, apple cider vinegar, some parsley. That's it. Super. It sounds so good. I cannot wait. I've had cashew soaking since this morning, I think. And I don't make cashew sauces often because cashews, 1, are expensive, and 2, they never have blended really smooth enough. Which has been a disappointment. But it might be because I'm afraid of overblending, and blenders, food processors scare the bejesus out of me. I'm totally terrified that the blades will just fly off the thing they're attached to inside the thing, and they're at high enough speeds, they'll just shoot out of there. Yeah, I'm paranoid like that. So Jim usually does the blending. Oh my god, cheesecake. Yeah. Cashews are a good replacement for creamy sauces, if you can withstand the blending torture. Which I'm pretty sure most people can. I think that's just me. Oh, we're gonna hear a lot of Starbound music today. Pretty much gonna run through the whole original soundtrack, I think. Yep, it's gonna be Jim's task to blend the sauce together when he gets home. We kinda need something else to go with this macaroni and cheese, because as much as I love one-pot meals, there is 0 vegetables in this. Absolutely no vegetables. I do have some summer squash from my mom's garden. Cucumbers don't count. She has cucumbers too, and she keeps giving them to me, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? I don't eat cucumbers. Cucumbers are bitter and just solid water. Ugh. Is that? Sure. Sure, we'll make it a wrinkly neck. Turtles can be, yeah, they're fairly wrinkly. There we go. Good, they avoided that, awkward visual tension. I'm just wondering how long you can safely run a blender, like, or a food processor, because I'm also terrified of, like, overheating the whatever. Oh god, get back up there. It's like, can you let your food processor run for, I don't know, a full minute? I actually should just look that shit up, put my mind at ease a little. Because, like, whenever Jim makes smoothies, I start getting really tense after about 30 seconds of blending. Just like, oh god, I don't want bad things to happen. Although I don't think I've ever actually heard of a blender failing in such a way as that. That terrifies me. Blenders are meant to be able to handle that. Yeah, you would think so. Everyone, like I said, I'm probably very alone in my fear of blending things. Oh, they just kind of blended your head out, didn't they? That's okay. Everything's gonna be very blue soon enough. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get past the flatting stage today. If I don't, that's totally fine. This isn't due until I don't know when. Should probably find out. I thought it was like November. It probably is November. I don't think it's in my email though. Yeah, I clicked on that. Thank you. Yep, conversations. Darren. Okay. Yep. Okay. Nova versus for November. Good. I at least have a somewhat decent memory. Membrane memory. Yes, there we go. Words today. Oof. Words. Get comfy. There we go. I colored an eye. That's okay. Easily fixable. Damn, man, he plans so far ahead. I think he has all of next year planned out already for these damn episodes and whatnot. Mainly because just about every single person who works on this thing has a real job. And they can only dedicate a couple hours a week to the thing that they love. Oh, he's got another. He has a hand. Am I in the right layer? Did I actually draw something? Okay. There we go. Who are we talking about? I am talking about Darren Blackburn. The guy who has basically made a fan club for Marvel's Nova. Like, Marvel's Nova that was created in, like, 1976. And, his story was discontinued not very long after it actually came out, and Darren was one of the people in the small audience of that particular comic series that really wanted to keep the character alive and continue the story. So he basically made a fan club and made an alternate universe, because Marvel is known for having, different universes within the company that creates the comics. And so he made Nova 619 to carry on the story of Rich Rider, the original Nova. And if you're not familiar with Nova's character, they actually showed the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy. Those weird star-shaped ships at the end when they were trying to defend that one planet. That would be the Nova Corps. They're like the galactic police, kind of. Yep, and he's been doing this fan-run thing for over a decade. Darren has, and he's employed me quite often to work for them. Or to work with them. Where are you? Nova stuff. I've colored many a thing. Including covers, full page groups, just a lot of stuff. Some character concepts. And of course, they're non-profit because it is still a Marvel-owned character, which has actually popped up recently. I think in like the New Heroes or something, yeah. Not quite sure I get your question. To color in comics for people who are associated with Marvel is a little more of a statement. Since Darren, this is basically a fan club, they can do pretty much whatever they want, as long as they keep themselves not for profit and claim to be associated with Marvel, which they've done forever, and I don't think he's ever been bothered by Marvel itself for their continuation of their own universe of the character and the stories. Oh my god, you just got fish. Not fish, krill, there you go. Why? Hang on. Hang on. It should say krill. I think I missed one. There we go. Do I have rainfish and then rainfish 1? Is that it? Nope. There we go. Nice. Nice to see that it still works. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Go back. Oh god, don't go. Oh no. Okay. Ugh. Things. Things and such and things. I need a different tortoise or turtle. Let's see. Kind of dig the dark ones. The Madagascar tortoises. I wonder why cats that have that certain coloration are called tortoise, like the skin, or not the skin, the fur pattern is tortoise. Oh, I guess I kind of see it, but it's still nowhere near. Ooh. Okay, okay. Ooh, this one looks tigery. We'll just, borrow your face. As well, this is definitely more red, more reddish orange. Or really pale. We don't want too pale. Sure. Okay. I don't know how to handle her hair. Maybe I should stick to neutral. I don't know how to handle the hair of this person. And I know nothing about this species, so I can't even determine or deduce what color of clothes they would be wearing, too. It's very conservative, and just from everyone, all the other dudes, they're in dark, either really dark colored clothes or black even. And from these guys, very conservative, so the colors might also be very conservative and deep in tone. Let's go with that. Makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. I have no idea. Okay. Save often. GIMP can crash at times. There we go. This looks... What do you look like? Ovally. Sometimes it is very hard to read shapes and where things start and stop, because sometimes artists do the MC Escher thing and, you know, accidentally add in an extra finger or leave out a limb, and it just happens. It does. And when they don't always close their lines, it can make it a little hard to interpret what's going on. At least the lines are thick enough. They're not super tiny. Oh, I had to shrink this. So right now, this sucker is about 5,000 pixels tall. I got it. And originally, it was twice the size. So it was like 10,000 pixels tall by 7 something wide. It was ridiculous. GIMP, I couldn't even save the file once I edited the damn thing because it took up too much memory. Or RAM, or whatever the hell this program needs to do its thing. Thankfully I could resize it. Darren was totally fine with me resizing it, said it could be a ridiculously small pixel count, but I kept it high above that regardless. Yeah, it was huge. In terms of pixels, at least on GIMP, 1,000 pixels equals about 1 foot, about 12 inches. So if you do a 2,000 by 3,000 piece, that's relatively about 2 foot by 3 foot. Now that, don't take that for a fact, though. That's kind of just how I've correlated the sizes. It may not actually be true, but it's still massive. Oh, it might be that 1,000 pixels is 10 inches, because I recently bought one of my own prints from DeviantArt, and it was a 30-inch by 30-inch piece. And the original piece that I made on the computer was 3,000 by 3,000. Oop. So it might be 1,000 pixels is 10 inches. That's still huge. That's still pretty massive. More massive than GIMP can handle. Like, I'm so happy that these days I don't need 25 layers to color like I used to. I only need about 4. One for the background, one for the flats, one for the shading, and one for the lines. That's about it. That's actually it, unless I want to add extra fancy special effects that I didn't know how to paint in on the shading part originally. This probably is an empty space. I'm gonna say that's an empty space. Go for the fancy, yeah. There's actually opportunity to go for the fancy because Nova here is producing some sort of light with his hand to light up their area. And I think it's more for him than it is for the aliens. Because there were no lights in here to begin with, and there's dudes wandering around regardless. And I have no idea what's going on with them either. I kind of... Next, I need to remind myself to ask for the context of the pieces. Oh my god, singing kazoozes, thank you for the host. Much appreciated. That surprised the crap out of me. I just about had a mini heart attack. Oh, because I forgot what that sounded like. Damn. Oh. Speaking of little alert thingies, you mentioned at one point an animated pet. I think it was a pet, and what I forgot to say, other than yeah, I can totally do that, is it would be a pixelized pet, kind of like the parrotfish up in here in the corner. And the reason why it would need to be a pixel critter is because of the animation. It's much more simple to animate a pixel character than it is a non-pixel character, especially with the way that I do it in GIMP. So if you still wanted one from me, it would have to be pixel. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. Oh god. Where did I go wrong? Oh. Okay. We didn't go wrong, we just forgot to mind the gap. Ooh, I can bring that saying back. Mind the gap. I have not flatted something on stream for an enormously long time, mainly because it's so boring. Oh man. But now I can mind the gap. If you don't mind a pixel pack, then yeah. You can totally do that. At your leisure, of course. And no pressure. Or expectations, like, just... if and when, if ever, is fine. Totally, totally fine. I only mention that because I feel like sometimes people do feel really pressured and they're just like, oh, I don't know. And the more you're like, it's so, you don't worry about it, they're like, oh, pressure, no. Maybe that's also just me. Oh, I'm an odd duck. Oh, and congratulations on getting the affiliate singing kazoozes. That's awesome. One, two, three, okay, 4. Oh. You don't have to... 20, that's too much. No. Well, if I can do it right, you'll have a transparent background, and any minor movement, really. I think, the parrotfish up here is only like 6 frames to go up and down. I do want to work on him to get him to blink while he does it, so, yeah. Not until you're prepared. That's a good way of doing it, yeah. Wait, do you have to activate it yourself? It isn't just like plopped on you and it's active and all that stuff. Do you have to actually activate it separately? If so, that is kind of cool because it does give you the time to prepare. Oh, XSplit freaks out when anything updates. You could try OBS. It's worked pretty solidly and can handle all this shenanigans I have up here. A slideshow, an animation, an extra image down here, the whole background hoopty-raw. And it's pretty stable. Oh, the tax forms for it. Yeah, dang. Forgot about that. You can't use OBS on either of your computers. No way. That sucks. Well, if you don't use OBS and don't care for it, it doesn't suck. It either doesn't load or it crashes the machine. How old are your laptops? Oh, that's awful. I hate it when that does that. Oh, it may not be OBS itself. It might be your cameras. Because I had the same problem when I had a face cam. Sometimes I would switch over to the live screen with the webcam and it would immediately lock up my computer, the sound would stop playing and just go on this staticky brrr, and yeah. And it was actually caused by the camera that was connected, not by the program itself. Oh shit, you can't even download it, that sucks. Maybe, yeah, a streaming gaming laptop, that'd be awesome. You can always make that, part of a... What the hell? Oh, wrong one. A donation, or a tip goal. There you go, that's a key thing. Streamers aren't charities. So they shouldn't be donated to, they should be tipped to. And that's me reminding myself that that's what someone mentioned a long time ago. Look at this pattern. Oh, I love that. Is that really pale? It is really pale. We'll use the orange. Okay. Is that too much like this orange? Kind of. We can go with pale. We can see it. There we go. There we go. Man, what does a gaming laptop run these days? It's been a while. I think if you want something that can play stuff on just normal graphics, not like ultra or high or anything, probably a couple grand at least, depending on where you get it from. Hurt. There we go. Yeah, at least with a laptop you can stream from just about anywhere. I've seen people stream from coffee shops before. Or even restaurants. Oh my god, Egypt, he's a glass blower. And he recently did like a cross-country trip and he live streamed whenever he stopped. it was pretty weird because he would always be in a restaurant or outside camping. And I'm just like, oh my god, how the hell are you live streaming right now? Apparently if you have a smartphone, there's an app. Or a couple of apps that let you do that. There we go. Nice. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs from Starbound. I think this is like the starter planet music. God, I love that game. I have not played a game, except for Diablo 3, in a while, in a long while. Well, it feels like it, though. I lie. We've played Dungeon of the Endless like a month ago? That was pretty okay, but incredibly short. And as soon as we beat it once, we were like, oh, done. Not like we said that to each other, but we just haven't been back to it since we've beat it, because it is a roguelike, and you can play it over and over and over again, because you die often enough. And there are different characters and different levels, blah blah blah. It is supposed to be a replayable game, and we've just not replayed it. I think when we play co-op games, we like having a little bit of story to get involved in. Something to be invested in. Which is weird, because Diablo, like Diablo 3, we know the story pretty damn well. And we've played the game a ton. Oh, it doesn't actually. God damn it! I was hoping it would show how much I've played the damn thing. Did it? It said. Oh, I can actually play it here. Yeah, probably far more than that on this dude. Oh, it's because it's on Blizzard. That's why. That's why. Yeah, I have a lot of. Does this have it? Nah. A lot of things to catch up on. Yeah, game time doesn't matter. We just play the shit out of it. And I guess it has enough fun to keep going back to it, because it is like our go back to game if we just have nothing else to play. And we have nothing else to do. Or, there we go. Yeah, I'm starting to lag. Why am I lagging? Oh, I don't need... Hate it when I do that. Not paying attention. Almost paid enough attention. There we go. Oh, man. There. And bam. Okay, we got skin tones figured out. The skin tones have been dealt with. Now let's get a pupil color, shall we? Really dark. Really, really dark. Because I do believe this is a pupil and not an eyeball. Because critters that live in dark places usually have huge pupils, or the ability to make their pupils enormous to catch all the light that they can. That's why you'll see some cats with really round pupils and some cats with really slit pupils, depending on what day or what time of day it is. It's not really dependent on the cat, though. It's just dependent on the light in the room. A lot of light, tiny slit pupils. Not a lot of light, huge open orb pupils. Hurt. These guys have smaller pupils, probably because of the light from Nova, and their eyes have adjusted. Because the other dude just has a huge pupil, so they either haven't adjusted, or that's just the characteristic of them. I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know who made this. I don't know who drew this. Oh, that's weird. Where? Okay, so that's the underneath shoulder. This is the up shoulder. Okay, that's the up shoulder. Would these guys all be wearing the same colored suits? The things you have to decide. Like, what color of light is going to be shining? That, oh man, that would determine actually the colors of everything else. If it's a white light, these colors are fine. If it's a yellow light, we need to pale them out a little. If it's a blue light, we need to do the same thing. I would assume it's more along the lines of a white light, or even a white yellow, kind of what's in his chest here. It's a very white yellow. Maybe, possibly. Probably get rid of these. Oh, how long is this? 13 minutes. Nice. 13 and a half minutes of wonderfulness. Already have a green for a gem. Can kind of reuse the gold here and there. Why am I thinking a deep red? I don't know. Like... yeah. We'll try this. Sure, that'll work. That'll work. Okay. Mind the gap. Right there. Dude. There's that. Oh, don't want to color in the little one's clothes. Oh, is that my break time already? It is. Damn, that goes by quick, that first hour. Alright, I'm gonna get up, stretch, all that good stuff, probably get a bottle of water because I'll be finishing my coffee soon, and I will meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright. Here we are back to the very chill, boring stream that this is. What were we doing? We were doing maroon. Maroon dress. There we go. Hat. Man. I need to look up some classical music. What the hell is this? No. I just assume it's boring. That's... No, it's not because anyone's ever said it is. And I don't mind if it... Oh, too early. Don't mind if it is. I think, So, I streamed to another website called Watch Me Work, and the founder of that website actually made a blog post of why creative streams should be boring. Which I thought was rather interesting, and there's just a huge gap right there. No, thank you. Oh, nope, we didn't mind the gap somewhere. Ah. I'm very tempted to go find that blog post. There we go. Ooh, I like that color. Let's see. Let's open you in a new tab. Go all the way down to the bottom because there should be a blog. There it is. Yes, why should live streams be boring? Mainly because it's about spending time with people. Okay, I'm gonna paraphrase maybe just a little bit. Spending time with people, it's not always necessarily entertaining other people. Yeah. Live streaming the mundane aspects of your work can be exciting and entertaining to the right audience. And that's pretty much why Chris created Watch Me Work. Is because these boring streams can lead to productive outcomes. There you go. It can. It totally can, singing kazoozes. I would agree. I would agree that, something is sacrificed for the sake of chatting. But, you could be an odd streaming duck and disable your chat altogether. And just do your work. And have, you know, let people talk about what they want to talk about, or just sit there and watch. I've seen someone do that. I've seen a painter do that. She really wanted to get work done, and she disabled her chat. Called it like quiet mode. You could just watch her paint and listen to her music. And that's totally fine. The people who will enjoy it stay, and the people who don't, won't. Okay, all gaps minded. Tiny gap. Oh yeah, and doing focus mode. Yeah. Even gamer live streamers do focus mode every once in a while. Where, like, they just stop talking to chat altogether. Sometimes they'll make the conscious effort to say, I'm gonna go in focus mode so I can get shit done. Sometimes it just happens. That could be a good emote, a focus mode emote. Surprised you only get one. I thought affiliates got 3 for some reason. We'll hop on up. Jacket? I think that's part of the jacket. Who knows? Oh, the wine will be the next one. Oh, yeah, the kitty paw high five. That would be a cute one. I love it when you can mind all the gaps. There we go. I'm just happy to be making progress on this thing. The flats were kind of scary. Since it's pretty much like, here's an alien race and they're based on turtles. Go green! Like, anything else? It's like, even if you give me the composition of what their atmosphere is like, it would give me a clue as to what color of clothes they would wear. Oh. If you wanted that much immersion, which I always do, but regret heavily, because it's so detailed. Ugh. Yes, all the way over. All the way over. Come on. We can do it. There we go. Oh, then it's... Okay. Boink. Where did I start? Over mill. Oh... Phew. Don't close the lines, that's okay. You won't see it. Let's put that in just a little closer, shall we? There we go. Now it won't look so weird when we take the lines off. Not that that matters too much. Upsy daisy. I am waiting for the day that I get a piece that's done, and they're like, oh, can you ask to color it, and when I get the lines, it's MC Escher all over the place. That will probably happen one day. Okay. We are missing this guy. Not necessarily that guy. That arm belongs over there. This might actually be part of Mom. Oh, no, no, nope. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. There we go. Okay. Let's see. It'd be really easy to choose a color for the suits, because it most likely would just be blue. But actually, let's be weird and make it teal-ish. Go for a contrasting color type thing. It'll be dark, so I don't know how well it will show. Singing Kazoozes, what is your currency for your channel named? I know mine is Krill, and other people it's just points and whatnot. Totally. Plot bunnies. They're plot bunnies, aren't they? I do believe they are plot bunnies. And just throwing it out there, suggestion, take or leave. That could be your mascot for your channel. And all of your emotes could be based off of it. So a plot bunny with a glass of wine. Plot bunny cheer, plot bunny hype. Just suggesting have plot bunnies be the mascot of your channel. Kind of like how Ko has Letho the kitten. Because I think, like, all of his emotes are literally turning into Letho, other than, like, the epic loots and good vibes. But even those could be turned into Letho epic loots and good vibes. Or maybe not, because they're so small, but, yeah. Have a little plot bunny with a wine glass. Plot bunny hype. Oh no, put that back. Because if you like the idea, that makes making emotes and related things way simple. Is you have a theme, an already there theme. Like, that was gonna look awful. The pixel edges are looking awful, not the colors. Alright. Oh, you like it? Nice. And there's more Krill. Is that the whole arm? No, that shouldn't mind the gap. The enormous gap. Oh, that's a shaking ground there. Still doing road work. Oof, scared me. Scared me good. Yeah, we'll just outline the whole damn thing. Oh god. Now, it's not to say absolutely every single one of your emotes has to have the theme of a plot bunny, because you can still do the kitty high fives. It's always nice to pull something from your life and put it into your theme. It's personalized. I'm totally just gonna blurt. Blurt, there we go. Frickin' bulldozer, man. I can see them driving up and down. Jim actually could not pull into our neighborhood last night because they built up a wall of dirt from where they were carving out the road in front of our place. Crazy. So we had to park in the grocery store, there you go, parking lot. And we just went and picked up the car later after they were done working because they at least made our neighborhood accessible again. And they seem to have picked up speed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's not that you can use them all for just emotes. I mean, you're right. If you don't ever get partnered, you only have a small amount of emotes, but you can still use them to, like, pop up on your layover or on your break screen or your start screen or your end screen. They can be incorporated anywhere. Like, fucking Taco Cat. That is not the thing that I was looking for. Yeah, there's a guy on Watch Me Work who makes music, and their username is Taco Cat, and so... Oh, Mac, good afternoon! Hope you're having a great day today. How are you doing? We're talking about emotes and stuff. But yeah, Taco Cat. Morbid Dinosaur drew a literal taco with a cat head, legs, and tail, and I colored it, and we put a keyboard in front of it, and made a start, break, and end screen for them. Because we really like Taco Cat's music. So you can always use Pop Bunnies for that too. Doesn't have to be just emote themed. A bunny pixel pay, yeah. The question is, what kind of bunny? Mischievous, mischievous. That's a person. That's a person's boots back there. Just getting through the workday? Aw. Okay, I was like, good lord. How much more is there? Nah, there we go. I don't know why they break up lines like this. Oh my god. The vibrations are real. I don't know if you guys can hear any of that. I hope not. A bunny nibbling on a pencil. Ooh, yeah. Or you can just eat the whole pencil and then pull out, Jesus Christ, a sheet of paper and start eating that. Good God, man, how close are you to our backyard? Like, my whole desk is just shaking. Oof. Missed a boat. Missed a boot. There we go. Oh, don't go off. Don't, nope. That is really disturbing. There. I like the green. Kind of velvety. These colors remind me of velvet textures. I also think the entire background is just going to be bluish purple. Just a really nice, deep bluish purple. Probably bring that up there. There we go. Yep, definitely Swanky Apparel. I know I got the little dude. Oof. Oh, that's scary. That's not... I forgot to fill in their eyes. Oh. That was just a touch bit disturbing. Eyeballs, eyes. For now. Nope, don't do it. There we go, for now. Just to fill in the gaps. Fill in the colors. Except for that one. Yoink, there we go. Open mouth too. There is an open mouth. Also have hair. God, that's a really weird eye color. If anything. Nope. There we go. Lurk away. Kinda helps. Okay, Regulation. Okay. So we just had little ones apparel to do. Oh dear. Oh, and shoes. There are shoes. Is there socks? Are there socks? Oh my god. What? This one has buttons. These two don't. Where's this dude's third leg? Oh, behind. Okay. Oh, you always feel weird when you say, where's this dude's third leg? Actual leg. Okay. It's kind of the same color as the background. Oh man, chat delay. Sometimes I wish there was no chat delay. Well, okay, no video delay, which causes the chat delay. God, I would like to put in detail. It needs to put in detail. These remind me of the pearl buttons. Except they're way... no, we'll just make them the flat old color that they should be. Yep. Jesus. You're gonna hear me mumbling a lot under my breath because of the dudes out back doing their thing with the construction. It's like my biggest worry is that, you know, it gets pretty hot outside. There's dudes driving bulldozers and backhoes and all this other stuff. You never know when someone's gonna get heat exhaustion and pass out. You would hope that they keep themselves hydrated and at least moderately comfortably cool, so they don't pass out while they're driving the bulldozer past your house and other houses. I'm a very paranoid individual. A worrywart. Wouldn't this be part of Mom's clothes? Of what I'm assuming is Mom? I think so. Because this kid has no hair. Okay. Kids usually wear lighter colors than adults. Unless it's a funeral. Okay, that's her other arm right there. They have 4 arms, 3 legs. So this shoulder is over here, coming down for that hand, and then up, and then this one, and then, okay. Good. Good, good. Let's do... I should have minded the gap. What? Oh. I did not mind the gap. Okay. Flower. What color is this flower? Why not? We'll be stereotypical. Just this one time. Okay. God, I'm trying to think back to my childhood fashion. There was no such thing. I don't know. Is your hat supposed... can your hat match your jacket? And your shoes? I don't know. My real question is, do I want to be lazy on the color or not? If I want to be lazy on the color, I'll use the same purple for the jacket and the skirt and the shoes, and then the same color for the shirt and the leggings. But that might actually look okay. So it wouldn't really be lazy. Or as lazy as I feel it would be. Now we can try it. If we don't like it, we can always change it. That's the cool thing about flats, is once you have the initial color down, it's only a click or two to change it. Oh my god. Yeah. Construction is scary. What attachment do you have on that bugger? What stage are you at? Ah, they're just flat out steamrolling it. Okay. They don't have the pegged wheel. Okay. I think they already did the pegged wheel yesterday and just about shook the house apart. That's at least what it feels like. That dude. Okay, now I need to find, yeah, this gap. Okay. We need to choose a color for the belt. I'm kind of thinking a dark violet. A deep, oop, not the shirt. A deep purple. Like a darker version of the purple we're using right now. Oh god, they did not close the line. Or I'm being a jackass and misreading the line. That's usually the case. Oh, nope, that's right, that's right, that's right. We'll leave a little space for a sleeve, yeah? Okay. Oh man, I'm kind of excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow, instead of traditional work, it's going to be more writing. I'm going to be writing Thursdays and Fridays. So excited. Gonna make all the progress. All the progress. And hopefully not get hung up over a ginormous change. That's kind of what happened last week, as we changed the ending of one chapter, which kind of nixed the next chapter in its entirety. It wasn't really necessary anymore. But I think we still made it work. There we go. Oh, I said I was gonna make the skirt the same color, didn't I? I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna hold off on that for sure. And make the skirt this lovely dark color. That's probably Mom's skirt. I'm gonna do this, and then this. Nope. God damn. And that. So that one's done. I'm just gonna go bloop. There we go. And I overlap the color like that to make sure I do close the gap between them. And this one didn't get connected, that's alright. That one kinda didn't either, also alright. Okay. That definitely didn't get connected. Oh, skirt thingamajig. Yeah, gotta attach the belt on there somehow, yeah? Just a little bit. Okay, we should magically be able to go poof. There we go. Nice. Okay, and I wanted an even darker purple for the belt. Save often. You can just kind of scooch right along and boop, boop. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. Just purple the hell out of this kid. drink deep coffee. Yes, that is a correct color. I wanted for the socks to be white-ish. Okay. And there we go. Nice. Now, there might actually be leggings and then socks. It kind of looks like it. If that's the case, let me just fill in the socks first, and then we'll try something to see if it looks good. And if it does, we'll keep it, and if it doesn't, we won't. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, that's exactly what I did. Okay, this guy. Just, yep. And to the sock we go. Mind that. Let's go to Mom's dress. Okay. And then here, it would be this line. Okay. This kid's gonna be an ombre gradient. An ombre gradient. They mean the exact same thing. A gradient of purples. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna sneeze. Nope. Arrgh. Smash. Smash the nose. Don't sneeze. Okay. The shoes then need to be of a different color. I don't know why I'm using gold for all the accents. I could use silver just fine. I think it's just to keep as few colors in here as possible this time around. Sometimes I like to go overboard unintentionally, and then the color palettes just don't fit. They just don't. Yeah. And I could still change my mind and change the entirety of the color scheme. That could be a thing that happens, and that would be okay, now that I think about it. There is one color palette that I really like to rely on because it's already done, and you can just slide the hue thingy to adjust it almost wherever you need it to be. Is that gonna look weird? That's gonna look weird. It already looks weird. Well, we'll get the rest of the shoes in. Get the rest of these dudes in. Oh, yeah. I can totally see the correlation to 11 from Stranger Things. She wore a dress and actually had a jacket on as well. She did wear a wig at one point, but not a hat, and it's kind of that same kid stature, I think. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. That just looks weird. How's that? That looks better. That might be the actual intent. Is sock, and then leg, and then clothes. That would make much more sense. What are these shoes? Or saddle shoes? Or if that's just how they did the lines. Could be. Okay, do I still have that really dark purple? We do. That's the wrong color, except this dark purpley blue needs to be not that saturated. Because in darkness, there is no color. Oh, there is no color. That's why things look really gray at night until you shine a flashlight on them. That just kind of killed the entirety of the background. Okay. Like I can't even see. Aha! Now I can see just a little bit. Just a little. Now I think I have all the plats done. So here, then we duplicate the layer so we have a spare copy. And now we can have some fun. So if they were in all dark, how far would be too far? That would be too far. Okay. Okay. Versus just in case. Because what I would do there we go. Is you would find the center of the light, and then you would try to find the radius of that light. Is like, how bright would it actually be? It's really bright, strong light source. It would kind of be like that. Well, wow, that just bailed on me. Thanks, selection tool. Asshole. Just give me a damn circle, thank you. Give me a nice good square circle, that would be nice. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's make you a square. Like 700. 700. There we go. Yeah, selection tool and paintbrush might be in cahoots. There we go. Center. Damn it. That's what I was trying to go for. Depends on how strong your light source is. Actually. I wonder if I can do that. So I'm going to make another duplicate layer of the color, the original colors, just for safety's sake. And I'm going to try something. Basically just shade a little bit with my eraser. I might... Oh god, that's huge. Yeah, I might need to put an actual light source in, just for reference. Just for reference. Sure, let's do that. Ugh. Light. More or less. Or... Yep. Radial, please. Radial. Wrong color. Jesus. Why? There we go. A little better. Okay. Kind of gives us a light source. Okay. Now the question is, do we really care where? Well, of course, without the light source, it would be like this. Do we really care where? Or do we just want to do the general... This is where light would come from. Probably. I didn't fill in her hair. Damn it. Just flat out did not give her any hair color whatsoever. I don't know if he has another light there or not. Oh, these produce their own light. I do know that, I just don't know how much. I'm assuming they're not super blindingly bright. There's someone's boots. Okay. None on the shoes. Don't know exactly how dark it is or how light the light is, which is also okay. I'm assuming it's going to be a fairly strong light source. This damn thing on his face, always, it's always a bother to shade, because it's a very specific geometric shape, and it's almost never drawn perfectly, which is completely understandable and totally fine, but it can be difficult to shade. It can be a touch difficult to shade. This method might work out okay. Now this isn't all the shading I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna add more light and more shadow. Probably especially down here, a lot more shadow down here. And fill in her unfortunate hair situation. Just kinda need to do that before I forget. Let's do that before we forget. What color? They're turtle people, which automatically makes me think old. Turtles tend to be crinkly, wrinkly, and just, old looking in general, unless they're absolutely brand baby new. And even then they still look like they're old and wise as soon as they come out of the shell. Like sea turtles do. Oh, what have we? Another sneeze is coming on. Oh no. this guy is bald. That doesn't mean she's old. I don't know the relationship to one another. Little one doesn't have hair. Rich has brown hair. I know Rich has brown hair. Oh, what color can we come up with? Blonde? Redhead? She's already in a maroon dress. Probably should avoid redhead. Kind of a chestnut brown. Try it. We'll try it. Yep, brand baby new, yeah. Such are all lizards. When they come out of the shell. Hard edge back, please. There we go. Spot. Nope. There. Hard to see. Any oh, if I zoom in far enough, it turns white. Okay, much better. I missed an opportunity. There we go. Peaceful, relaxing. Probably boring. Boring for other people to watch. That's alright. I at least got most of the flats done, or I will be able to get the flats done during this stream, which is nice. I was completely unsure how long it would take to do so. Okay. Can't forget the other side. Okay, sorry, another thing just popped up in my head. It's like, I did finish my trade, I just haven't posted it yet. Whoops. And it's been weeks. It's been like 3 weeks. Autumn was there. Autumn was there when we made it. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Do I remember? Possibly. We'll say that's true. Okay, so now it's on the other flats. Preserved for all time. Okay, good. Okay, now we can go back to what we were doing. I have no idea saying Kazuza's. I don't know the context of this piece at all. I don't know if this turtle guy is being, you know, an overlord threatening his own people, because this lady does look very uncomfortable. The kid looks more in wonder, probably because of the light coming from the dude's hand, but there's no threatening posture other than this hand on people. I don't know if he's a villain or not. He could be. Oh, I know. Come here. Yeah, those are lit up too. These glow, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure they do. Anyways. Give, please, hand, thank you. What? Literally, thank you. Okay. Wait, is that his whole arm? That's probably his whole arm. There we go. Creepy music to go with creepy peace. Okay. I don't know how strong the light is. Oh. I got this little dude up here, which means there should be a matching one about right here. Should. Yep. Mac, you totally have it right, yeah. The Nova dudes, they're the space police force, Yep, most recently, well, probably not most recently seen in Guardians of the Galaxy, because I think they tried to reboot it and have Nova be a child recently, but yeah. He's from, like, 1966 and was implemented in 1976? Oh. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 myself yet, so I'm unsure. There we go. I'm getting chilly. That is unusual. That's kind of the gist of our light. There we go. More or less the gist of our light there. But it is nice to know that someone else out there knows who Nova is. Because I think they discontinued him right quick after he was created and had his own comics. And then they only recently brought him back, but not even as Rich Rider. And some of the original fans, I know Darren really wished that it was Rich Rider. Yeah. Okay. How do we handle the rest of this? I'm gonna say kind of like this, but not. Probably more like that. That seems more reasonable. Or at least a decent guy, because this back wall is just gonna be black. Because I'm assuming he's holding just a globe, and the globe, since it's only powerful enough to reach barely the top of this kid's head, it is not gonna reach the background. It's not even gonna reach the pillars. Not really, like, mainly faintly. And there's my little break buzzer. Alright, I'm gonna get up, stretch, get my bottle of water that I forgot last time, and I'll meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, we are back. And thank you everyone for joining me today. I really appreciate it, whether you're having a good lurk or a good chat. Thank you. If you like the stream, and you like what I do, go ahead and hit that follow button on Twitch there. It's totally free. can turn your alarms on to know when I go live, which is 5 days a week. And there's my advertising for the day. As I try to drink the last of my coffee. Damn it. There we go. Okay. Water that I did not forget. Oh, that's right, that's right. YouTube. You can always hit that subscribe button. Get notified when I upload new videos, which is 5 days a week as well, because it is literally the stream that I do. It's almost... like, I thought of this the other day. This is kind of like a podcast about nothing, especially if you were only listening and not watching. Unless you just wanted the background noise. It's nearly podcast-like. The length is definitely as such. But the content, not really. Okay. Ugh. What now? Where to now? Let's go shading. So, let's see. We are assuming, or I'm assuming, Nova has a white light in his little hand. Not little, but hand. It's kind of like this, but not really. How now does we do something like that? That would be on the yellow side of white, I believe. Grab a big old fuzzy brush, a big old fuzzy brush, and paint. Probably needs to be a lot bigger than that. Actually, it kind of does. See these swirly lines out here? That's kind of how large the actual light source is. Okay. I don't know if I just broke it or not. I might have. There we go. Waiting for the outline of the brush to show up. I don't know if it will. Or, let's say it's not going to. Okay. It's a little big. There we go. Okay. Do. It's fairly large. There we go. Let's actually do that again. Right there. Okay. Now, I honestly don't know if Darren was expecting swirly, like, amazing awesome lights, or just like a lantern light. Like, literally, it's just like light from a flashlight, or it's not special, basically. Let us see, let us see. Where's our email? Okay. Pretty simple. Nova with some aliens in a train station, raised to add some light effects for the Nova Force, because that is the thing that gives Rich and all the other Novas their powers, is the Nova Force. So we might want to make it look a little special. To show that it is an energy force and not just a globe. Of which I would actually make it orange colored, honestly. Or, I think I know. I think I know. Save. Save often. Let's... Okay. Open our color palette. Come down here. Grab this yellow and this orange. this? How do I do this? Because what I would do... Not necessarily. Okay. Oh god. It did something. Nope. You come back here. Select all, get rid of. There we go. Okay. That's what the grain merge looks like. That's what the grain merge looks like. Over everyone's colors. Those are the daylight colors, those are the shadowy colors. Grain merge is not great, but for the area that I want it in, it might be. It's definitely not strong enough. Not really doing the thing that I would like it to do. And instead of trying to blur it, we'll blur it this way. It's gonna take a while. Okay, but on a smaller scale. Or, I don't know. Okay, so we have our light separate of our shading, which is fine. Which is good, which is the thing that we would like. Okay, so. Here's our strong-ass light source. And our light source comes all the way out here in this area. Might actually need some of that yellow. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, sneeze. No, don't. Don't sneeze. Alright, hit the mute button just in time. Okay, for some weird reason I want pinks and crap in this, and that's not part of the color palette. I don't want to go too crazy. Don't freak out on me. Don't. Stop it. Thank you. Oh my god. Gimp can be like a temperamental child sometimes. It's weird. I almost need this. Up here. Honestly. Which bothers me. Mainly because I don't want to show that there's light on the background, which double bothers me. And this seems like it would be a lot brighter and light would reach a lot more than it should. Or than we would like it to. Hmm. Especially with that white hot center molten thing going on. If it was just yellow, it would be a lot less bright. Oof. Oof. This is gonna bother the crap out of me the whole time. This is gonna be like the main focus. Or my main focus. Ugh. I'm not erasing, you ass. You asshole. Work. Damn it. Thank you. God, Jesus. I was wondering why it looked weird. Because it's not erasing. Just was not erasing. I hit Shift E, I think it is, to get it to erase, and it's just like, nope. God, that's what it should look like. God. Thought something was wrong. Thought, nah. It's right. When is it not? It's like when you don't touch the canvas in just the right way to activate that your stylus is on. Grr. Okay. We have a hand, kind of. tell how far down that goes, so we'll guess for now. There you go. Yeah, well that's how this goes. Oh god, don't start doing that. Yeah, soon we'll have an arm. Just yank that right out of there. Probably could have left, yeah, more of a glow on that side. That's okay. This is just the light source we're working on, not even like the actual shading of anything. Oof. Let's soften that up. And try not to drag too much of the color around. Like that. Good enough. Good enough. Get rid of this. I need to not look at it anymore. There we go. Oh, let's see. Let's start with the fun stuff. Some lights. Some other lights. Some better lights. I'm supposed to, yeah, there we go. Save often. Come here, you. I have no idea what part of the suit this is, or if this is even still part of the design. Back in the day when I was doing this, these little, yeah, the rib plates basically, the side plates were lit up. Nice and bright. Like so. Sure, okay. Snap and crack the wrist. There we go. What now? What now? Usually I work with the smallest planes of color first. This, I think, is the only red in here. Now if our yellow is yellow, then everything will be yellow. If our light is tinted yellow, everything is gonna have a yellow tint to it. There we go. I can word. I can word just fine. See, I think these buggers are metal. Obviously, the helmet's metal. I do know that. And this is why. This star drives me crazy. It's not all the points line up. That's okay. That one shouldn't actually be there. So all the light is up here, so that's where all of it should be. Actually, we'll just do Rich's face, his whole face. Because that's like the only place the colors are. Actually. There. I reset it, didn't I? There we go. So all of our shadows are going to be blue with our contrasting yellow-orange light. He's not even looking at them. He's looking out. He must see something he does not like. Some skin color. Sorry, I'm really chill into the music. And enjoying the crap out of it. There we go. Damn, I wish that went on a lot longer than it does. Ah. Then you have this slightly happier music. Oh no. You just kind of need to commit. Just flat out commit right here. Which actually may need to be more orangey tinted than not. It really adds some warmth to the face, which would be nice. Oh yeah. And it would make it look like it makes a little bit more sense. Just a little. Okay. What else? Smallest planes of color. We got that. The skin. Really is this. These things. There's only 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Now I had a method for coloring these, I thought. And it was stupidly simple too. Okay, that's too orange. It's probably this. There. There. Okay. Let's see. There's actually quite a bit of gold here, but everything's gonna look weird until everything else is shaded. I just can't forget where it is. I think it's on... Yeah, it's on shoes. It's everywhere. It's essentially everywhere. Okay. Ooh. We probably need, yeah, a little more in the purple. A little bit more. There, that should do. That should do. And then pop this over in the yellow. And, oh, metal. Let's keep texture in mind, even though it probably won't get seen very well. Nope. Oh, what did we use last time? What did we use last time? What does this actually look like? Kind of cloudy. Oh, I think it was one of these. These are also kind of cloudy. How big are you supposed to be? Not about that big. Yeah, for metal, I'm really just looking for these little edges on the side, because unless metal is perfectly smooth, it has texture. And it's gotta be super smooth, like bowling ball, brand new, no scuffs, smooth, to have none of that texture. What about this guy? What's the difference? Not a lot. I'll take this one. I'll take this one. Thankfully I can color over the blue too. I kind of dig how he handled this today. Okay, we'll definitely go back in and add in the shadow where necessary. Like this. I want to leave some of that original color in here somewhere. Aw, okay. I have a feeling there's... this is going to be really conceited. I have a feeling there's one or two people that follow me that really want to like me, but I'm just not their cup of tea. And that's okay. Sometimes I will do my own line work and fill it in. This time the lines were provided for me. Oh, that's bright. There we go. Get that glow on. Yep, this is actually a paid commission. Someone has provided monetary funds for me to color this. Not a huge amount, because I've colored for them a lot. Or for a very long time, and I know Darren very, very well. Or at least his character. There we go. Yeah, I have made my own line work and filled it in, definitely. I'm just really stiff at it. Like, I've got a whole slew of fan fictions that have been illustrated. Fan fictions. One fan fiction that has at least one illustration from each chapter. I use a shit ton of references when I do draw, though. Not so sure about this. There. How long have I been doing these various forms of art that I do? Probably 2-ish years. I've been a colorist for 8 specifically, and I branched out a couple of years ago into doing all sorts of different mediums just to kind of learn something new and, yeah, get some skills. Which is pretty much exactly what happened. I gained a lot of skill, a lot of experience. Had a lot of fun doing it. And there's still things I'd like to branch out into. Like, metal clay is on the docket. I still have to use all the paint that I have. Eventually, somehow, in some manner. I have watercolors that I practice with a whole bunch, need to use those. I actually have metal from my metalsmithing class way back in 2009 that I would like to use, because I do have a little mini, like a jeweler's saw blade. Been wanting to make some 2D sculptures from that. I have a squid all outlined and everything. Yeah. Watercolor is a lot of fun. Yeah, well, it can be fun and frustrating depending on how much control you want. Like, if you just relax and let it flow, like, you don't have, like, a line art that you're trying to stay within or anything like that, it's very relaxing. But if you're like, I have this piece in my head and this one go at it is going to be the final go at it, you might have a little bit of a rough time. But it's all about, you know, how you are comfortable approaching art. I could lecture on that for days. Days and days. Especially to newer artists, where they get kind of discouraged and frustrated where they're like, I can't draw, or like, my drawings are crap. I'm like, well, they are gonna be crap for a while, but eventually they won't be. And it pays a lot to plan, too. Or to just practice and not have that one drawing be the one and only end-all to the thing that you were trying. It's okay to redraw the same thing several times in several different ways. If you don't like how it came out the first time, that's not the only time you're allowed to draw it. Like, you can draw it as much as you want. And for some reason, like, people who've never touched a pencil with the intent to draw, that's kind of how they think. They're like, you can't rotate the paper, that's cheating. You can't look at images or other people's art, that's cheating. Like, I have this one idea of a person standing there with a hip on their hand and waving their other hand, and this, like, my first attempt is my only attempt, and I cannot attempt it again. It's... yeah. That's how I used to think. That's exactly how I used to think, was this one try was the only try. Jesus, I forgot all of my stuff goes up there. Yeah, what I've seen artists do is they'll have a canvas this size, and they'll section it off into little tiny rectangles, and they'll draw like a sketch, and then the same sketch 5 different ways, or like different background configurations of like mountain ranges, and they'll plan. They'll go through all of these ideas, pick the one they like, and then refine it, basically. They'll sketch it out, and they'll just work on it and change it, and sometimes they'll erase half of it, and they'll change it and they'll change it. Yeah. Yeah, without having the basics taught to you for drawing, art can be very intimidating and overwhelming. And that's not to say you need to go to college to take art classes. You don't. You can learn from YouTube, specifically. And don't follow just one person who gives art advice. Find a couple of people, because everyone does have a personal approach to things. Like, some people love to make a dozen thumbnails and then pick one and then kind of reiterate it in slightly larger thumbnails until they really refine that idea to its finite point that they want it at. Where other people might like just make a sketch and be like, oh, this is cool, and they'll work on just that one sketch and eventually form it into that one thing, instead of having a dozen ideas laid out to pick from. Everybody has a different need for approaching things. What am I doing? This feels like crap. This feels fine, actually. This is fine. One thing I would suggest is working in black and white first. Grays, just pencils. It's like, don't worry about color. Unless you really, really want to color like I did. I was obsessed with, like, I want to be able to color things. I have no idea why either. I didn't want to learn how to draw. I wanted to learn how to color. I do not know Amanda Duff. Oh my god, how's that last name? Defresne? I do not know that person. I'm not aware. Who are they? What do they do? Dufresne. There you go. Thank you. Jeez. There we go. Okay, I didn't do jack to his shoes. He's got no gold on him. Okay. What happens? Okay. I'm painting. There we go. I'm painting. Oh, Isabel, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, that's awesome. It's always great when you can be inspired by another person. Oh, I'm trying not to sneeze again, sorry. There's a lot of artists I don't know on Twitch, because I hardly actually hang out on Twitch. I kind of wish the creative peeps had like a schedule, honestly, to find out when people do stream. And that, like, a schedule for everybody that you fill in yourself. Oh, light. This light. We have this light. Okay. And they're back at the steamrolling again. There we go. It would be helpful. I would almost see it as, like, not classes, but God, when anyone's doing anything creative streaming, I've always learned something. Even if it's just like how someone else holds their pencil. Yeah, Archer YYZ actually draws in a way that I had never seen anyone draw before, and it's you basically hold your pencil between your thumb and the rest of your fingers. And that's how he draws. Yeah, just all your fingertips and your thumb. But I think he draws. It's been a while since I've seen him. I think they're all like all close together though. Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen anyone ever draw like that. And then there's like weird tips and tricks you learn just by watching other people. Like Proper Artist, he he uses a broom handle to rest his arm on so he doesn't touch the painting he's working on. Definitely singing kazoozas, definitely. Being able to hang out on Twitch while you're at work allows you to have all of that time to build those connections with other people. Definitely. And Zaliser, good afternoon. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Everything's gonna look weird until it's all shaded. Ugh. Thank you, Paintfish, for working as intended. A busy, busy day. Oh, yeah. Make that time go by real quick, hopefully. There we go. Huge. Yep, Twitch can also help pass the time. I remember when Jim traveled a lot, like he was gone for a week at a time. That's basically how I found Archer. Was Archer streamed during the day because he was recovering from a recent surgery of some kind, so he was home and he had the time and he was like, oh, why not give the streaming a shot? And like he quickly amassed a lot of people. A lot of people watched him, and I had company all week long. It was very nice. With the occasional getting work done, yes. Always important to occasionally get that work done. Yeah. Once Archer recovered, though, he couldn't stream as much, and he all but disappeared. He popped on every once in a while playing a game, or streaming for a short while. He's got a full house, though, that distracts him quite regularly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. When Archer recovered enough to stop streaming, it was like, successful streaming career tragically cut short by good health and steady employment. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, because he was getting commissions too, like out the wazoo. Like, as fast as he could draw them, people were commissioning him. Like, I bought a hat and a pair of shoes that he did Sharpie art on. Yeah, man. We'll go this way. A little bit darker. There we go. There. Yeah, and it is bonkers to realize for some people that streaming is their steady employment. Or unsteady employment, depending on how well they're doing. Oof, vibrations again. Scared. Oh no, Zalizer, oh no. Eating chips and swallowed wrong. Awful. Don't die. It's just... Oh yeah. Working at streaming can be done. Basically entertainment job where you're self-employed, yeah. Where else is there? Aha. Found it. You shrink. There we go. Nice. At least you had water nearby. Oh yeah, yeah. You need all the tax forms if you're partnered or affiliated with Twitch, indeed. That's, I think, more to cover there, but... Because, where I'm at, I think you can make up to $6,000 before you have to file a tax claim, I think. Or, it's weird, I have no idea how that shit works. Like, none. Absolutely none. And it's not, I don't think it's, you report all your earnings, but I don't think they tax it if it's below a certain amount. Like, it's so pitifully small that it's not worth doing it. Yeah. Yeah, being self-employed can be great, but it can also be a huge pain in the ass, because where do you get your health insurance? Hmm? You have to get it yourself. It is not provided for you through your company or place of work. Because there is no company or place of work. It is you and you alone. I'm really emphatic about that because I keep forgetting that particular point, because Jim's like, it'd be great to, you know, be my own boss, and I'm and immediately the rhetoric is, what about health insurance? Because if we didn't have the pretty awesome health insurance we do now, I'd kind of be hosed. I'd be hosed just a little bit. I'd ruin our lives just a little bit more. Because I'm surgery prone, or doctor prone. Ugh. Yes, it took me a while to realize what Obamacare did for for people, basically, just for people in general, since Jim gets healthcare provided through his company, and people are really upset because it forces you to have healthcare. It forces you to pay for healthcare if you're self-employed or if you don't have health insurance through a job. But that's kind of a good thing. Even though it costs you money, it would cost money regardless. It would just be taken out of your paycheck before you received it if you had insurance through a company. Oh God. So, like, I understand why people liked it and why people didn't like it, because I think it was rather spendy. I think it was spendy. I'm so inept in that part of life, it is unreal. And that's my break time and a good segue to stop talking about that stuff. So I'm gonna get up, stretch, all that good stuff. And if you've been watching for a while, I highly encourage you to do the same, and I'll meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, we are back. Oh god. Okay, right when I went on break, I got a tiny ass phone call from my doctor who said they would call me with my blood test results, and they only told me 3 things, one of which I cared about was my LDL level, or bad cholesterol level. And goddamn my inability to talk to people, or my inability to ask questions, because I didn't ask, is it elevated compared to the last test? Because I know it's elevated on the previous test. I don't know if it's more elevated on this test, and I did not ask. Which makes me upset enough at myself to stomp over to the doctor's office and ask for ask for copies of my previous test and this last test. Sorry, because I went to the doctor on Monday. Too much information share time, by the way. Went to the doctor on Monday with the intent of, like, getting a blood test to figure out if my LDL levels have gone down since I went vegan, which was kind of the whole point of the visit, except I had a new doctor this time because the other one quit, or took a hiatus, or he's just gone, and he dumped all of his patients onto this other, his partner doctor, basically. And I don't think this new guy even looked at my chart at all. Like, he seemed adorably nice. But I kind of wanted to punch him in the face when he had no idea what was going on when I went in there. Just like, did you even glance at it? You guys didn't even take my temperature this time. Like, you skipped half of the things you normally do when people go here. Sorry, I get very easily upset on the medicine and doctor world for reasons. And I hate talking on the phone, and I hate talking to strangers on the phone, especially when you know they don't have the answers or the information that you would like. Because I bet you if I did ask her, is the elevator compared to my last test, she'd say, I'm just a secretary here. They just gave me a note saying what I need to tell you. That's the thing that would have happened. I almost broke my pen. Thank God I had a pen in my hand and not my stylus. I get really tense. I need purples. Let's calm down with some purples. What are we coloring on? Okay, we were coloring on nothing. We were coloring blues, I thought. We're coloring blues. Yeah, that is actually a really good idea, Mac, is to write down your questions. Write a list of questions, oh god, to take with you. But I never think to ask questions, ever. Ever, ever. It's a huge detriment. And I kind of learned not to ask questions because I was really shy as a kid. Like, stupidly silent, almost mute. And asking a question meant there was attention on you from everybody in the classroom, which was terrifying. So I just never said anything. Silent as a mouse. And everyone took my silence for anger for some reason. And just like, oh, avoid that person, they never speak, they're scary. I'm like, do I look scary to you? I'm just a fat little kid, jeez, come on. Oh. Actually, I think I was done with that one. We'll add a little bit more here and there, eh? Eh? There we go. Too much. Too much. There. There. Okay. Save and save often. I think Nova is entirely shaded, if I am not mistaken. All the gold, oh god, we're in the experimental soundtracks. They're gonna be intense boss fight music soundtracks. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, that's definitely something need to be done, is have a list of questions. Okay, last hour. Okay, this is the last hour we've got. Hopefully I can get this done in this last hour. I kind of doubt it, which is totally fine. It doesn't need to get done today in this hour. I just need to figure out what to do next. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Light. I kind of almost want to do like all three of these in the same go, but not. Nope, you come here. There we go. Oh, there. Well, nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Boink. There we go. You can hear all my weird sounds now. Okay, a little more orange, please. Yes. There we go. just a little. There we go. Much better. Much better. Ho, ho, ho. Bling, bling, bling goes my phone. What the hell? Why are you blinging at me so much? It was just one message. Like it was stuttering or had hiccups or something. The hiccuping phone. Hand-eye coordination lost due to stress. There we go. Yeah, that is a hand. That is her hand. There we go, there we go. Such intense music. This guy, okay. You might as well just kind of fade that away. There we go. Yep, because our fingertips are all hatch mark thingamajigs. Okay. Neck. That's not as small as I would like it to be. There we go. Wrong color. Come here, you. Not that these details will really be seen. That's okay. Why not? Nope, nope, you stay there. Stay. There, okay, itch. Scratch face, there we go. Might do just a little bit of glow. Right here. Just a little bit. There. Oh, that's... What is this from? I don't know. Don't know, and that's okay. Oh, it's... Oh, I know. Okay. Never mind. We're good. It's all good. Let's see. That was mom hands, mom skin, mom eyes. You can do it. There we go. Boink. I'm going to assume they have normal scleras. Which is the white part of your eye. That they're not like translucent jelly or anything weird like that. Because these are aliens. There we go. This would probably be a little darker. Because the light is technically, I think, above and behind. It could be above and in front, actually. Because I don't know where his arm is in relation to her body. He's standing... Rich is standing behind this one. So his arm could be out to the side and behind. And the anatomy kind of shows that it should be out to the side, slightly cocked forward. It looks to be like right above her head. Probably should identify that hard before diving in. That's alright. I'm actually digging the music. Oh, no, skinny, skinny. There we go. Just a little bit. And then it gives that all quiet. There we go. Which is fine. There. That's kind of creepy. It's just a little tiny bit creepy. As the house vibrates from construction outside. That doesn't really work, does it? Oh god, no. Don't erase, please. Just kind of, yeah, smudge that out of existence. There you go. Her pupils need to be like 10 times larger. Aw. Alright, Zalazar. Network is dying. Time to go then. Understood. Thank you for hanging out today. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you soon, either here or on your own stream. I'm going to try really hard to catch your streams. Been super busy lately. But thank you again, and we'll catch you later. Have a great day. I really need to make the effort to catch other people's streams. I feel like a jerk. Like an absolute jerk when they come to mine and I don't go to theirs. A velvety texture. That is probably as far as that gets. Because that's black, that's that. So we can get darker, but we can't really get lighter. But we can. We're just gonna go like so. Without that, this is what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, I feel like a jerk when I don't. Honestly. And then even recently, when I've been in people's streams, I feel like a jerk for lurking. It's like, I'll show up, I'll say hello, and that's it. It's just, that is it. I'm doing something else while listening to the stream. That's what a lot of people do. I shouldn't feel bad. Although that added a whole bunch of detail, that's okay. All those little pearly dudes need to die down a bit. They're super bright. Yeah, I do like to support by just adding to the viewer count. So if I am just kind of working idly, I do want to, you know, at least have a stream open to contribute to the numbers. Because now it actually helps. It does actually help. Lurking is a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, the viewer count is part of the reason why people get invited to the affiliate program. Indeed. That's why I've been struggling. Kinda took care of Mom's here. Mom's good. Kinda want to shade the kid, because the kid is so bright. Just ridiculously bright. Yep. Yep. This is for this, right? Oh, okay. We can just straight up blue. There we go. And really, we don't need a light. We just need a blue. Because this kid is kinda out of the reach of the light source. There we go. Come here. Come here. Did I miss a line? Nope. Okay. More or less. More or less, sure. Okay, that's a neck. Okay, already. That kid is gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Oh. Okay, that should be the shirt and the socks? No? Oh no, because that's the skin down there. Okay, that's totally fine. We're good. It's all good. Indeed, indeed. Probably go 2 shades darker, yeah. Yep, save often. I might actually nix a couple of layers because I'm lagging just a little bit. Just a little. Come here. This is a large file, so I'm gonna keep one. Just the one. There. There we go. I hope we don't lag as much. Nope, you shrink. There we go. There is a head and a hat in the way. We'll say that curves down. There we go. There we go. Simple. Simple enough. That should be... Yep. I can't forget the flower. Don't let me forget the flower. That's really dark. Oh my. Will do. Because we have a hat in the way. Okay. I always forget something. It's usually a tiny, tiny area that I forgot to shade. Okay, claspy hands. A little different. Especially with how the lines dictate certain things. I don't think I ever colored in the shirt sleeve over here. Whoops. Not that you can tell. Don't do that. No. There we go. Alright, seeing Kazuza's mosey on home. Thank you for staying with me today, hanging out. Really appreciate it. Get home safely. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Everything's round. I will. I won't be a jerk. I'll come visit you. On your stream. Next chance I get. I wonder what Darren thought he would get out of me from this. Because, the guy who is having me color this said that the aliens are based on turtles, so green for skin tones. Yeah. Except they're in a dark train station. I think it's an underground train station. So, yeah. I'm hoping that this will be alright. If it's not, I already have the flats done. And that's all that matters, is already having the flats done. So, like, if he was totally unhappy with the entire job, I would be okay with that. Because the flats are done. Which is the longest and, to me, the most boring part of coloring in the digital medium. I'm just hoping it's okay. Because I tend to do that a lot. I either hit the mark, nice and good, or I miss it entirely. Like with the poppies, I don't know how many paintings did I do of poppies. Like, alright, did the big one, did the little one, did the paper version. It was my 4th try, I finally got it. To where my commissioner was like, yes please. Four tries. And that was all practice, each and every one of those. Well, that was all practice for the big one, the big ones. Except now I think I put an idea in her head that I may regret, is she wants a triptych, which is 3 separate paintings, of poppies, and the latest practice that I did has a nice deep dark background gradient from purple to blue to a deep teal. And she's like, nighttime? You can do a morning, noon, and night. And I was like, oh god, no. You did not just suggest that. Although, that gives me a lot more freedom of movement, of range, basically. Because that means all of them don't have to be the same. Which is kind of nice. I don't know if she wants to stick with that idea, though, or not. I didn't ask, because I suck at asking questions. A little more orange. There we go. That is definitely a question I need to ask her the next time I see her. It's like, did you really want a morning, noon, and night? Because if so, now I actually need to come up with like 3 different color palettes. Night, well, 2 more. Night, already done. Oh, I hear a ding from Zod. Hey, how are you doing? Almost reminds you from Tales of the Crypt. Yeah. Just a bit. Indeed, Mac, I need to hire a professional assistant that reminds me to ask questions. That, or I just need to come up with a common, like a list of common questions I should ask every single time. Indeed, indeed. Oh, the old lady does? Yeah. I'm missing... Aha. I knew it. I was missing one. Totally missing one. And we don't need a light color for that one because it's all dark. There. Oof, the lag. Oof. Why do you lag on me so? Zoom in. Hopefully that helps. There we go. A little less lag. Okay, yeah, we'll do a little kind of gradient thing here. There. Crabbily colored the coat. Yeah, that needs more work, doesn't it? It does, it does. How now, though? Oof. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Text message from who? Not who I thought it was. Oh, no it is. Jesus Christ. Oh, hon. Oh. Spouse just sent me a text message that says boo with a little tiny cute ghost at the end of it. Which means he might be out of work to do. At work. Oh, and I don't know the emojis on this damn thing. There. Sure, that will work. That would work. There we go. Alright. Anyways, Zod, thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. You're beating my butt on the leaderboards. It's like anytime I creep a little closer, you just shoot right past me. And I think even on Discord, people are like, how the hell does he get so many hours? I'm like, because he streams constantly. If there was any way to pull past you the leaderboards, I would have to stream in the mornings and the afternoons. And that would be a hell of a lot of streaming. Jesus, it's like 8 hours. Emojis. There we go. I actually think Jim makes it a point to poke me at least once or twice a day. With text. Even though he comes home for lunch in the middle of the day. Oh, I'm getting like super creepy quiet voice going on here. Not intentional. Aha, sucks. I see you. You have been seen. Actually, this one needs to... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Kind of. My god, that kid is so pale. That kid is way too pale. Oh. But the argue is kid is the only one that is wearing light clothing. Light colored clothing. There you go. Words. Light colored clothing. Yeah, Jim being sweet. Yep. As I just totally didn't look at chat for a good 5 minutes. Yeah. He's like that, though. I will tell him that, Mac. Can't be showing up one another, yeah? There, this dude. Let's do this guy. I think that's all the kid shading to be done. I will probably tweak that. Oh. And so he says, oh, yeah. I'm getting that piece done for Darren. Because Darren already paid me, and the due date for this damn thing is November. Just, like, that's a little much. just a little bit. He said I could start this at the end of August, and I was like, are you, what? Oh, no, that's a little too late. And then I found out November, and I was like, oh. Well, I can let it sit until November to see if I want to change anything. I'll at least let it sit for a couple of days, not looking at it. Because eventually you get sick and tired of the thing that you're looking at. You stop seeing the things that need to be done, the shapes. You just kind of start scribbling. Good lord. This is awesome. I love this part of this dude's face. I can brighten that up. Yeah. Yeah, this guy is cool. I wish I had weird random turtle facts just in my brain. So I can go, did you know? I don't know if he really has lips or not. We'll pretend he does. This eye looks angry as hell, but I don't think it's supposed to. I honestly don't think it's supposed to. I think it's they try to draw the perspective of the eyelid, and it just kind of didn't quite make it there. Let's blend this into the background a little bit. That's where the lines didn't connect. I'm gonna carry the light down just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. There. How are you looking? You're looking more 3D than usual. Mission accomplished. Not a great 3D, but a 3D nonetheless. Gonna need a little bit more detail back there. How now does this dude happen? Sure. Probably this. Oh, that's huge. Ah, that's why. A little too small. We'll do this. All the wrinkly folds. Now, these things, I don't think they're round. They're not like this round. They're more like kind of, yeah, they're slightly rounded. They're not super round. They're not spheres. If I remember turtles correctly. They shouldn't be spheres. Pop wrist, there we go. There we go. We can lighten that up quite a bit. And just kind of scribble on. And then use Mr. Eraser. Kind of shade for the shadow. Kind of. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot, apparently. Let's gotta pop that in there. Oh, the lines. It'd be nice to have the lines be not black. How are you looking now? Better. Better in the grand scheme of things. Okay, hands. You've got 4 of them hanging out somewhere. 4. Here's one. Don't need that light. How about this light? There we go. Her hair! I forgot her hair. Neglected the hair. No! Damn it. At least I remembered before I thought I was done for the day. Just chop that off at the knuckles. There we go. All the knuckles are rounded. Everything is round. I think the hair is casting a shadow. There's another hand down here that I think I've mostly pseudo shaded. There we go. Like so. Like so. Other hands. Oof. Look at these. Look. There we go. His hand's tilted away from the light source, so the entire back of his hand should be in shadow. Should. And this one, even more so. It's even farther away from our light source. God, that's a creepy finger. These knuckles are bent. Okay. There should be some light reaching the ground, shouldn't there? There should. Still not happy with this light source. I don't know why. I think I would be even less happy with it there. Because I don't Yeah, I want the light blocking our view of the background because the background's not gonna get a whole bunch of it. Suit. Hair. No, hair. We have to do the hair. I can't forget the damn hair. Sure. Because we lag terribly. Oh, there we go. My music got really loud for me. Check, 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 check. Lag, lag, lag. Jesus. Save often. The more crap I put on here, the more it's probably gonna lag. For shame. Forsooth. Is that really not a different color? Oh, it is. What? The fudge? What is going on? Okay. Jeez, I thought it broke on me. GIMP can end up doing weird things every once in a while. Just every once in a while. I really don't know what triggers it, either. There we go, jeez. I almost think I should put an orange glow on everything. Like, absolutely everything. Yeah, this particular orange. Just like... Oh, I didn't do that dude's eye, did I? I did not do his eyes. I wonder he's looking kind of weird. Boop. Hand me that color. Get this down to a reasonable size. There we go. Okay. So we have orange light on our eyeballs. This could stand to be, yep, quite a bit darker. Pigeon scared the crap out of me. You see sudden movement out of the corner of my eye, out the window, into the yard. There's a pigeon landing in, like, in the grass. And then hopping up to the fence. Okay. Damn. I'm not used to being able to see out my window. In the previous house, my window was behind me. There we go. I think all we have left is his suit. Yeah? Yeah. His suit and then the background. I probably won't get to the background today, and that's alright. I probably won't stream finishing the background either. So I can finally get to those damn Avenger girls that have been on the list for God knows how long. Yeah. Let's see. Because next, I've been meaning to color this piece for like 2 weeks? 2 or 3 weeks. Let Paintfish paste that in there. And I already have the flats done. And then like last week I was like, oh yeah, it's Predator of the Month, so I'm gonna color some Predator lines. And then this commission came in to color, and I was like, well shit, let's do that next so we don't forget about it. So we can finally get to those ladies. There we go. Okay. And then, damn, it's gonna be hard to see anything else. There we go. We can have his suit be a little more reflective than everyone else's, yeah? Maybe we should have just slightly glowed everything. Just, you know, slightly. There could... I don't know if there's going to be any backlight or secondary light sources. As far as I know, this damn train station is pitch black. Absolutely, utterly pitch black. So that light source looks like it would be a lot stronger, so I can be weird. I can be weird. That gradient. Do a light 2. We'll just have an overlay. Not just on that dude's suit. Whole thing. Doesn't that make it look all pretty? No, no, I am joking. I am joking. Although I do like the magenta that comes out of it, it does not feel like it belongs. I want to make it a little bit easier to see everything is all I care about. That kind of works. Have a nice kind of hazy red glow. Although that pink... well, okay. I don't know. I'll have to ask Darren if he likes it. If he doesn't, I can just go boop. Ta-da. It's a layer. I can turn it on and off at my leisure. That kid is so frickin' pale. My god. My god, let's turn all this off. Okay, so it's these flats. It's these blue flats that are causing it. Because that was the original colors. Okay. I'm gonna choose, basically... not these. All the colors. Yeah. Or maybe just the skin. Maybe just the skin. And it's okay if the shading gets foobarred. It's okay. You just reshade it. Just fine. Probably have it be a little lighter than the jacket, or a lot darker. I don't know. Kinda need the kid to look a little bit like Mom. And the kid is farther away from the light source, so they should be darker. Right? Right? Let's grab this, and pop that down a couple layers too, yeah? Shading does not quite work. That's okay. Totally fine. It's a small enough area, I don't mind recoloring it, or reshading it. Yeah, because we just need the dark. Trying to remind myself what we're having for dinner. Man, I have a not very good memory for that. Even though I, like, totally dumped on Kazoos what we were having for dinner earlier. It's probably because I told her about it, I forgot about it. Because once I say it, it's out of my brain and gone forever. Don't have to think about it anymore. This kid has never seen light before. There we go. Save often. It's a good mantra to live by, especially if you use a program that can crash, or has crashed before and will crash again. Or if you live in an area where power goes out on a regular basis. Which thankfully is no longer our house like it was before we moved. Like, a couple times a month, the power would just shut off. Like someone ran into a telephone pole for the 50th time. Everything is round. Oh, I did jack squat to shave these hands, didn't I? I think last time I actually took time and care and shaded them. And this time it was like, nah. A little too dark, a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. There we go. Let's ground this guy. Put it down just a little there. What was bothering me? Yeah, I see it. This was bothering me. Come here. There we go. Just a little bit more dark. Get some drop shadow going on. Lag the hell out of this. There we go. There needs to be a little bit of an orange glow on top of this. There really does. There we go. Come here. Come here. Come here. This guy. Just a little whisper is all. Just a little bit of warmth. There. There we go. Oh man. Ears, headphones. Oh man, so long is the arting. Huh, I have about a minute. I think all the figures are complete. If it's too dark, well, yeah, I'll get feedback from Darren. See if it's too dark or not. I'll finish up the background. I'll finish the whole thing and then send it to him, get feedback, because they have until November until they want this, so I've got plenty of time to make changes at no extra charges. And that's going to be it from me for today. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Lurkers number 1, thank you for hanging out with me today. Glad you're enjoying the stream enough to at least listen. Really appreciate it. If you're new around here and you'd like to know when I go live, you can hit that follow button on Twitch, hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and follow me on Twitter at JasmoColors, where I will post when I go live about 5 minutes before the show actually starts. Yeah, everyone have a great, wonderful day. I will catch you guys all next time.